Hey, welcome back. This is our solar pump. It's still working. The solar system's working out great, but as this thing was working the other day, I'm noticing that it was making a lot of ruckus, a lot of noise. Kind of find out I tore it apart yesterday, and the front bearings, I think are worn. And so I put some grease on it to try and grease it up, and hopefully that'll quell the squealing a little bit. I ordered a new one, so it should be here in a week. Now, to take this apart, just remember there was a plastic nut here, a retainer nut, and this is reverse threaded. So to take this nut out, you have to actually put your settings at like as if you were trying to open it instead of, no wait, yeah, as if you were trying to lock it instead of trying to open it, if that makes any sense. Yeah, and because I broke the top piece completely, I kind of caulked it together with just some house caulk. This is the impeller, and as far as strategies to remove the back, so you remove the cowling, and what I had to do to remove this piece of plastic, the fan blade, was actually to heat up the center shaft. I had to use my heat gun to heat it up and soften the plastic a little bit so I could back it out because it was on there pretty tight. Anyway, I'll do a continuation of this and do a diagram to explain how to take this apart in the event that you need to. Just to bring more clarity to the pump that we had opened up earlier. So this is roughly what it's going to look like. You have the pump housing on the one side, and then you have the motor on the other. And in between there's an impeller. And to remove the pump housing is just removing 6 hex screws from the back of the housing. Push this forward, and then it'll expose the impeller on the motor side. And what you're going to see is like a black hex nut. I forgot what dimension it is, but remember that this is reverse threaded. Take this out, you have to put your settings on, put the drill setting on as though you were going to put it in. Anyway, you take this out, and that'll allow this impeller to come out naturally in the normal threading motion. Before doing so, you're going to have to lock the shaft because they're connected. In order to lock the shaft, you have to access the shaft. There is a notch, a horizontal notch, but I've always found that to be very useless. So what I did was I heated up using the soldering blowgun. I heated up the axle, and that allowed the plastic to soften, and I was able to back it out. Once I backed that out, I put a vice grip on the axle towards the back so I could lock it, and I could just hand twist the impeller open. And once that's done, there are 4 more screws, or 4 more bolts that attach the face of the housing, motor housing, and it's attached to the shaft, and it's the bearings, that the circular bearings where it was creating a lot of noise. So anyway, I hope this helps you with your repair.